Hey everybody, welcome to etrailer.com. I'm Bobby, and today we're taking a look at the Hollywood Rack's destination bike rack for two bikes on our 2020 Ford Expedition. Now, as you can see, we have a nice little simple setup here for today. A couple things I'd like to point out right away. I really like these reflectors. A lot of the bike racks you see don't actually have that feature. I like pointing it out because people are behind you. You want them to see your bikes, and these are always kind of nice just to hang there. Now, this is a frame-mounted bike, so if you're looking for a way to carry your carbon frame bikes, unfortunately, this probably won't be the option for you, as we do have frame contact here. Keep in mind, as the vehicle goes down the road and we have those frame contacts on our carbon bikes, we will end up damaging them. So unfortunately today, we won't be able to get any kind of carbon frames on here. Now keep in mind, with the 35-pound capacity rating on this bad boy per bike, we will get most of our standard mountain bikes and standard riding bikes on this bad guy as well. So that's going to be quite nice for us. If we take a look here, we have these nice stable platforms here. You can see they're kind of slanted in just to keep that bike's weight actually going in on itself here. So either side has these nice slopes. If you see, we have this nice little thin track here. That's going to get most of our standard smaller bikes, and our fatter tire bikes are going to be fit quite nicely in that cradle. And so we have this just simple rubber strip system that simply goes straight down. It's a little bit of a soft plastic, and we have this nice little rubber padding that we can use to secure our wheel to our rack. So as you can see, it can become pretty versatile here. The thing I like on this guy, this middle mount, you can get that changed to however your bike is. Today we have a diagonal frame here, so we actually be able to get that on there quite nicely. If you have it on a straighter one, you can make that work for you, and that's something I really like as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at getting this bike off of here and how we can do that. First, we're going to start with this end. As we talked about, this ratchet strap system is simply going to go up and barely back down if we don't grab it in time. And as you can see, we just go ahead and flip that right on the other side. You can flip that down just to get it out of the way is nice for us as well. And pulling this guy as well. You can see it kind of has a nice spring to it. You know you're going to keep that wheel in there nice and tight. It's going to want to pull itself in there. And now we just simply have our frame mount here. So make sure you're securing your vehicle, or I'm sorry, your bike, so it doesn't go into your vehicle, and simply sliding that ratchet out can be very easy. If you don't make it as hard as I am, just looping your arm through there can make it nice and simple for you. And getting that out of the way, and now we just simply grab our bike and gently walk it off. And now we're ready to hit the trail. So a little maneuverability there, but definitely nothing too much of an issue. And if we want to go ahead and condense this down, that way we can access our hatch, we just simply have to grab this knob, loosen it up all the way, as you can see, and it simply has this nice little lever hook. We can get that out of the way and go ahead and lay that guy down. Now we can go ahead and pop open our hatch, and as you can see, we have ample clearance to get inside our Ford Expedition. Of course, with this cargo space in the back, we definitely want to be able to access that. So I love that that mast actually folds down out of the way, and now we can get those coolers, now we can get the helmets that we need for a ride, or anything else we need. Maybe we're just shopping and we want to leave the rack on there. It's going to be a great feature for us. Now, with any hitch mounted accessory, we are going to add length to our vehicle, so it's important to keep in mind. And let's go ahead and take a quick look from the rear of our vehicle to the end of our bike rack. Looks like we're about 27.5 inches or so from the rear bumper. So again, definitely not too much. I've seen some other two styles that get a little bit further out. You know, with 35-pound capacity, it's actually a pretty decent spread. It'll get those mountain bikes on here quite nicely without it actually taking up too much room. However, we do actually have a way of shortening that down, and all we simply have to do is come to our middle hitch here, and that coupler pin comes off on the side there, and as we spin this out, we can hoe and remove this pin, simply tilting our rack up and into position. And now we can go ahead and replace that as well. You'll tilt it up just a little bit, and you can spin that knob right back into place. What's going to be nice about that, it secures it. You see a lot of other models that just kind of tilt right away, but I do like this feature. I know that I'm tightening this down. I know my mast isn't going to be swinging, and when I get that in its normal position, I know that it's going to be tight up to my specs, so that's actually quite nice. And I like how much control I actually have over that. Now you can see we have a nice little rise in our shank. That's just going to give us some increased clearance. So let's actually go ahead and get a quick look at how much clearance we have on this guy. So going from the end here, utilizing that rise in our shank, we see that we have about 24 3.5 inches to the bottom of this post, and we'll take it from the end here in a second. But with that clearance, I definitely it's something we're not going to have to worry about. Always keep in mind, as those front wheels go up, the back ones will go down, and so will our hitch accessories. However, with us being on the Expedition, I don't think we'll have too much trouble. Coming down here, we see, let's go ahead and just get a quick clearance on that guy, and with 21 inches, again, that's, you know, well below our frame, or above our frame, I'm sorry, so I don't think we'll have too many issues on our contact point. Going down further on the hitch, we do have a nice anti-rattle hitch pin here, and that's just simply going to get our rack in line with our vehicle. That's going to take out the play that we feel while we're driving it, and for sure, let our bikes feel as we go down the road. On the end here, we do have a nice locking core as well that comes included here, and it's key to like to our other locks that we have on this rack, so that's going to be nice. One key is going to be all we need to actually get our cable lock around our frame, so that's going to be a great option for us. Well, if you're looking for a quick and easy way of actually getting your bikes to the trail, I really recommend this guy. You know, it looks a little kind of weird when you take a first look at it. You know, you're like, oh, there's a lot of levers and stuff. What do I do with it? Again, as we showed, really simple, nothing to it. It's a nice, quick, simple way to get your bikes to the trail. So I think that about does it for our look at the Hollywood Rocks Destination Bike Rack for our 2020 Ford Expedition. Thank you for watching.